we can go live. Hello there. Welcome to the custom card review. Man, I've been so busy this week. Hello. We will be reviewing custom cards that people have sent in through the custom card review website that I totally have. I remember when I was doing an ad with Squarespace. They're a company that lets you create your own websites. And what I did was I created a website to house a couple of my custom cards. And I wanted to use it as a way to have a submit your own custom card segment. But it was too confusing. And it also cost money. So I didn't do it. I didn't care enough. I was like, Twitter works. I could also set up a subreddit for it. So I didn't do it. However, if Squarespace, if they ever sponsor me again, they have actually asked. I turned them down a couple times. But, you know, hey, if they ever want to give me like a free website, I might do that. Otherwise, I'm not going to pay for it if it's just for a joke. I don't care enough. Okay, so today we will be going over some custom cards. Some DDA Survivor stuff, because I kind of like DD cards a little bit. Also, we'll be going over some rule changes to custom cards to make them more interesting. But before that, let's get into the reviews. So first up, we have DDA Shadow Survivor. This card is based on DD Warrior. DD Warrior has the effect where if it's banished while face up on the field, it special summons out during the end phase. I love it. What does DDA mean? Well, DD stands for different dimension. So this one could mean different dimension. Like, maybe he's a Guru fan. I don't know. Do you mean DD Survivor? Yeah, probably. Let me turn the music a little bit. Okay, so during either player's turn, quick effect, if a DDA monster would banish itself, you can banish this card from your hand instead. And if you do, this card's name becomes that monster's original name. Also replaces card's effect with that monster's original effect until the end of this turn. Wow, that sounds annoying. Having to change a monster's name and effect outside of being on the field is kind of annoying. It's fine if you're playing it like in a video game setting, but if you're playing this with real cards, that'd be kind of annoying to keep track of. Different dimension, different dimension adventure. No, it's different dimension, They're probably a Guru fan. Like, what else could it be? Also, blah, 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 changes card's name, original effect until the end of this turn. During the end phase, if this face-up card is banished, if this card is face-up while banished, you can special summon this card. And if you do, banish one card on the field. But banish this card face down when it leaves the field. You can only activate each effect of DDA Shadow Survivor once per turn. Wait. During the end phase, if this card is face-up while banished, special summon this card. And if you do, banish a card on the field. But banish this card face down when it leaves the field. Okay. I was about to say. So, normally I see sometimes on custom cards, when people want a card to be banished face up, they specify that the card, needs to be banished face up. You don't need to do that. Unless the card text has situations where it's banishing cards face down. Which this does have. I was like, wait, let me read the rest of this. Oh, there it is, right there. So there are some official cards which have the effect, to banish cards, and they do specify that the card is banished face up because there'll be a different part of the card effect that specifies that a card is being banished face down. That's the only instance in which you need to specify if a card is being banished face up. Otherwise, it's always banished face up. The lack of Hololive cards so far is depressing. Dude, there's a dude who made 600 Hololive cards on subreddit. I have his stuff saved. I can just bring those out whenever. Like, if I really want to annoy the audience, if you guys do something really annoying, I'll bring out those 600 cards and review them all. Not this week, though. I'm so fucking busy this week. I'm so ridiculously busy. You have no idea. Who's getting annoyed? No one. You guys are great. I love you guys. Entire stream where you just cover all those cards, please. One of these days. I have to get the dude's permission first. Like, the only cards I review are the ones people send in on Twitter. I don't just find people's random cards and then review them because, like, here's the thing. I would be fine with that if it weren't for the fact that people who make these things are, like, normal people. And I'm not always positive with the reviews. And normal people, like, aren't used to being reviewed negatively. And some people just go, like, ballistic. Like, it's really, you know, people who send in their cards through Twitter, they're basically giving me consent to actually review them. But if I just find someone else's random card online and I pick it up and I start reviewing it and they go ballistic because I'm not positive about it, that could cause problems. That's why I don't just do these things without permission. Like, all the ones that send in, you guys are giving me permission to review these things. Real people have real feelings. Exactly. Like, I have a friend. I won't name who it is because none of you guys know who that person is, but I have this friend who wrote some fan fiction. And it's no one from the Discord either, in case anyone from the Discord, because I know there's some people from the Discord who write fan fiction too. But I have a friend who's not associated with any of my YouTube channels, doesn't even like the fact that I do YouTube, who wrote some fan fiction once, and they sent it to me so that I could review it. And I gave them the nicest possible criticism, and they just, like, completely stopped writing afterwards. Some people just can't handle criticism, like, at all. No matter how you put it. It's so common, in fact, that I like to read self-help books. And a couple of the books I read about how to succeed in creative fields, like 2 of them that I read back to back, they spent the first half of the book explaining how to get started. Like, it is so common for people to be afraid of criticism that they don't even try to enter a creative field. And it's such a ridiculous problem that it's kind of funny because I don't have that problem at all. Like, you guys make fun of me all the time. Like, I can't tell you how many times people tell me my videos are shit every day. It's not really a big deal. But, like, the average person just can't handle that. There's some YouTubers who can't handle it. Like, there's YouTubers who censor their comments, like, heavily. This is why I don't review cards unless they're sent in. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, you guys, sometimes, you know, a majority of the audience is great, especially mine. Like, the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I'd say, like, 99.9% of the comments are positive or great. You guys are mostly great. It's that 0.0, you know, 91%. Your videos are shit. Yeah, people, they talk shit about my stuff all the time. You know, just makes top 10 videos, doesn't do anything creative, blah, blah, blah. I disagree. I'm a very horrible person. No, especially channel members. They're even better. Where's the Discord link? I forgot to set it up. I'll have it set up on Friday stream, though. Anyways, all that long thing to say, this is why I only review cards that are sent in, and I don't go and look for cards online. Because you never know if someone's just going to go, like, I don't want to make someone upset. Like, even if the review is, you know, positive, maybe you just sent something that rubs them the wrong way. You never know. Wait, is this card real? No, custom cards. I always make sure to have a big old custom card thing in the artwork and in the title. I'm not trying to fool any of you into watching reviews on normal cards. Oh yeah, I guess that's the Discord link. Make a top 10 worst Red Eyes cards? Okay. No, wait, I can't do that. I made the list for it before and it sucked, so I scrapped the video. That's one of my few scrapped videos. It does, I listen to it when I need calming anxiety. Your voice is soothing. Why, thank you. I like your videos full of information, but Yu-Gi-Oh! And D&D, I'm too small brain. Yeah, I have to research a lot for these. The internet general is just a garbage truck without a pilot. It's on fire in zombie apocalypse. I mean, no, I think the internet's mostly pretty positive, just like people. It's just, negative stuff stands out a lot more. And news only ever reports on negative things. But for the most part, the reason society exists is because people are generally pretty cool. You gotta remember that. Okay, so let's continue. This card right here, pretty good. Next one, DDA Warrior Lady. Warrior effect, when a spell card is activated. Hold on, this is kind of small. Let me make it bigger for myself. Oh, I like this song. Okay, so. Stay away from TikTok and Twitter, you're good. No, the thing is, like, even on, cancerous websites like Twitter, it's just, you're only going to get information that you sign up for. Like, my Twitter is great ever since I became very, trigger happy with banning people. And just, only following people that don't constantly talk about politics. It's great. So, when a spell card is activated, quick effect, you can banish this card from your hand. And if you do, negate the activation and banish that card. What? When a spell card is activated, you can banish this card from your hand, negate the activation, and banish that card. What? TikTok equals cancer? I've never used TikTok. I can't imagine it's that bad, though. Whoa. I do use Twitter a lot, though. And I know Twitter can be a cesspool. Unless you're very, particular about who you follow. Different DDA equals different dimension assault, assassins, or alternative. I can't choose. It's different dimension Guru fans. That's what it is. Clearly means athlete. No, they're just Guru fans. Okay, so this hand effect is bonkers. Let's read the rest of it. You can have, you must have a banished card to resolve this effect. It's still bonkers, but can't be used during your opponent's first turn, at least. Which, actually, it's still pretty ridiculous. When this card battles an opponent's monster, before damage calculation, quick effect, you can banish that monster, also banish this card. If this card was banished, you can return one banished DDA card back to your deck. Then, special summon one DDA monster with a different name from your deck. You can only activate each effective DDA Warrior Lady once per turn. Okay, so, if your opponent activates a spell card, you can use this card as a hand trap to negate that card and banish it. Also, when it banishes itself for its own effect, it allows you to special summon a monster from your deck. As long as you have another DDA card to return to the deck. And also, it has a better DD Warrior Lady effect, where if it crashes into a monster, it can banish the other card and itself. So basically, these are updated cards for the DD archetype. Yeah, it's a very strong card to have in general. Yeah, it's really good. It's the hand effect is a little bit too good though. DDA Warrior. Okay, based on DD Warrior, the original DD Warrior has the effect where if it battles, it banishes itself and the opponent's monster at the end of the damage step. So, and it's not optional. Let's see how this one improves upon that. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can banish this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the activation and banish that card. You must have a banished card to resolve this effect. That's bonkers. Oh, Gura, not Subterror Guru. No. Gura, not Guru. When this card battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, quick effect, you can banish that monster, also banish this card. If this card is banished, you can add one DDA card from your deck to your hand. You only activate each affected DDA warrior once per turn. So, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish this card from your hand to negate and banish that card, and also search out another DDA warrior monster from your deck. Not DDA warrior, just a DDA. No, I think you can add another card. It does have a hard once per turn all of its effects, but not shared amongst the effects. That would probably make it a little bit more... No, the hand effect's too good. It's too strong. These are stupid good, yeah. Legend Slayer sums it up pretty well. DDA Assailant. When a trap card is activated, quick effect, you can banish this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the activation and banish that card. Yeah, that effect is Red Reboot. It's not as good as Red Reboot, but it's basically Red Reboot. You can have a... actually, it might be better than Red Reboot. I don't know. Usually only use Red Reboot to negate one card effect anyway. Hand Trap, that goes +1. Well, it doesn't go... Yeah, it's +1. You're right. It's a monster negate that lets you go +1 from the hand. If you have a banished card to resolve this effect, when this card battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you banish that monster, also banish this card. If this card was banished, banish one random card from your opponent's hand or one card in your opponent's graveyard. You can only activate one effect per turn. This one's also busted. I will say, this one is fine. It's a strong card, but it's not busted. What? I don't even know how I did that. Oh, I didn't know I could change scenes that way. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, I didn't know I could change scenes by going up and down. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so this one's busted, this one's busted, this one's busted. Let's see if this one's fine. If there is a DDA monster on your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's good. If this card battles an opponent's monster at the start of the damage step, you can banish that monster, and if you do, this card gains half of the banished monster's attack until the end of this turn. Also, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase's turn. You can only activate each effect once per turn. Banish that monster. This card gains half the banished monster's attack, and then it can attack again. You only use each effect once per turn, which means you can't banish another card with its effect. This one's good. This one's fine. DDA, more like different dimension busted. Yeah. Red Reboot is spell speed 3, though. True. I always forget that Red Reboot is spell speed 3. I haven't seen it in a while. Nobody plays it anymore because it's only at 1. Grand Maju goes burr. Yeah, these would be really good in a Grand Maju deck. DDA, Master Tactician. There can only be one DDA, Master Tactician on the field. During either player's turn, quick effect, if a DDA monster was banished, you can special summon this card from your hand, or that is banished card. Wait, special summon this card from your hand, or this banished card. Okay? You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. All DDA monsters you control gain 200 attack and defense for each of your banished cards. Whoa, it's like an AoE Grand Maju effect. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can flip one banished card face down instead. Huh. If a DDA monster would be banished face down, quick effect, banish it face up, but flip it face down during the next end phase. You can only activate each effective DDA Master Tactician once per turn. I see. So, when one of your DDA monsters banishes itself, you can special summon this card. Then, it gives all your monsters an AoE Grand Maju effect. It has protection, and allows you to flip cards that are face down back up. That's nuts protection. Does it only work on itself? This card will be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can flip one of your banished cards face down. That's pretty unique protection. I don't know if it's nuts. DuelLogs. Is there a way I can see the original submission to Twitter so I can see how they formatted it? How can I find the original post? I usually like all the cards that I'm going to review. So just go to my profile and look through all my likes. I rarely like HoloLive stuff, so you don't have to worry too much about scrolling too far for these cards. DDA, more like different dimension busted. I didn't interpret it as a once per turn when I read that, to be honest. Oh, because it comes back once per turn? It's still really strong. Like, the strongest thing is its AoE Grand Maju effect. Next up, DDA Portal Network. Quick field spell card. If this card is activated, banish one DDA card from your deck. Okay. While this card is face up on the field, any DDA card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Okay. While there is a face up banished DDA card, your opponent cannot target your DDA monsters with card effects. Whoa. If a DDA monster is banished from the hand, you can special summon it to your side of the field, but banish it face down when it leaves the field. Wait, what? If a DDA monster is banished from the hand, you can special summon to your side of the field. Oh shit! I just got that. That's strong. If this face-up card on the field, while there is at least one banished monster, spell, and trap, including a DDA card, you can flip all three face down. And if you do, apply the following effect until the end of your opponent's turn. Any card that would be sent to the graveyard is banished instead. You can only activate each affected DDA portal network once per turn. I do like how they made the macrocosmos effect very restrictive. It'd be too easy to just give this the effect where all cards are banished instead of going to the graveyard. I do like how the author of this, the creator of these, is very aware that that's a very powerful floodgate, and instead gave it a harsh restriction to even use it. However, it's still really strong. It's still really strong. That's easy to for boss monster. Yeah, it's still really strong. Next up, DDA Emergency Warp. Target any number of banished DDA monsters. Special summon them, and if you do, lose 1,000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. Isn't this like Return from a Different Dimension? Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except DDA monsters. If this card is banished while face up, except the turn this card was banished, you can return this card to your deck. And if you do, banish one DDA monster in your deck. You can activate each affected DDA Emergency Warp once per turn. Okay. So, it's kind of like Soul Charge, except it's a trap card and has more restrictions on it. Does it have more restrictions? Also, you can switch monsters for the rest of the turn, except to DDA monsters. It doesn't restrict your attacking, though, which is fine. And there's no DDA extra deck monsters. I think this would work. It's like Soul Charge. The thing is, Soul Charge is broken because it's generic. This isn't generic. It's honestly fine for trap cards to special summon multiple monsters as long as it's archetype specific. I made a whole video about, top 10 cards that special summon 3 or more monsters. And they were all basically traps. And none of them are overpowered because they're archetype specific. And it does have the very important restriction where it doesn't allow you to special summon other monsters except cards from the archetype. If it didn't have that, I'd be like, whoa, too broken, no way. But it has that. But it does also have a graveyard effect, which is good, but not broken. I like it. I think it's appropriately powerful enough. Like, cards need to be strong in order to be competitive, because competitive cards are bonkers. It's a bit laggy for me. Yeah, YouTube's having some problems right now. I can assure you my internet is not the problem. Because my internet is great. I pay lots of money for very good internet. Most of the time, it's YouTube's problem. There's nothing I can do about that except just continue. Just power on. What's this? But we have unlocked custom banner. You could use your hero logo for it. What? Custom banner? Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Okay. Just discovered your Rescue Rabbit series, an absolute hidden gem. I'd like to continue that one of these days. Do you guys want to know why I haven't continued it yet? 2 reasons. 1, low views. Reason number 2, very, very long time to make. Those 2 combinations equals not really a priority at all. Low views, hard to make. Yeah, probably not. I want to continue it, but like, there's lots of things I want to do. I can't send you custom I made on Twitter. Can't send you a message. Oh no, yeah, I have a private message turned off. You gotta just @me. Just literally make a tweet, and then at the end of the tweet, just do the @ sign, and then type in my Twitter name. Or just reply to any of my tweets. In fact, I'll make another tweet after the stream is over. You can just reply to that. Ease of access. Why? Because I get really weird messages if I have private messages turned on. Dude, I have stories about weird-ass messages I've gotten. Like, you know, I will say, 99% of you guys are great. Super nice. The best people. You guys are the best audience. However, it's that 1% that I'm afraid of. Okay. Next card. I think that was it. That's all of the DD's cards. So, let's give them a rating. The DDD archetype. So, what we had were a couple of very strong hand traps. Too strong, in fact. A whole bunch of cards I can banish before a battle, and then they all have effects they gain when they're banished. As well as a couple of incredibly strong trap and or spell cards. So, how should I rate this thing? Well, I like it. The power, it's a little bit too strong. I have to take off a point for being too strong. But, maybe like half a point, because I think, now, they're too strong. I'll take off a full point because they're too strong. But I don't want to discourage strong cards because strong cards are needed to be competitive. The hand effects that all have a negate are just straight up better than hand traps we have in the game. So it has to lose 1 point for being too strong. Creativity, I do like it when they reiterate on top of cards that already exist. I don't think it can lose really any points for that. And there was an attempt to balance them too. I do like how DDA Emergency Warp, it was not broken. And the field spell card, I do like how they didn't just give it a blanket macrocosmos effect, even though that was an obvious thing to do. The hand traps effects are broke? Yeah, they are. The viability, would they be viable? Yeah, because they're broke. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Because the art, there was also effort put into them. Like, this is some Photoshop work. Like, they took an existing card, and then they, whatchamacallit? And then they removed the background, and then they put the card in and gave it a new background. I think they even put a filter on it. Like, this stuff takes effort. You know, as someone who makes a lot of thumbnails, where I have to, like, specifically go in and take out this shit. This takes forever. It's really annoying to, like, take out the background for these things and give it a new one. It's good stuff. They put a lot of work into this. If the hand traps weren't so broken, I'd probably have given it a 9 out of 10. The art is pretty good for sure, yeah. It's good stuff. Excellent, excellent custom support. Next up, we have Mystical Mine Explosion. Whoa, what's this? Is that Minecraft Steve? Is this Minecraft Steve? Who's Minecraft Steve? I have no idea. Is that even a thing? The only Minecraft thing I know is Minecraft Steve. I don't know who Minecraft Steve is now. Though. So. Magical Mine Explosion. Quick play spell card. Until the 4th end phase after this card's activation, all monsters with quick effects are treated as flip effect monsters. And their quick effects become only activatable upon being flip face up. Cards and effects cannot activate in response to this card's activation except counter trap cards. So for 4 turns, basically your opponent can't use card effects. I love it. It's so broke. It's so broken. No, that's Minecart Rick, is it? Is that a thing? Are you guys making shit up? Steve was the male player character. The experiment archetype took me a while. Nerfed it a bit. I gotta fix the art. Okay. Probably could have banned the hand traps, but I've also banned an archetype card like Herald of Hand Traps. Yeah, if they had like the Herald archetype effects where you have to go -1 to use them. But no, some of the hand traps that actually allow you to go plus, while also having really good effects. It's not even possible. Sure it is. It says, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can do whatever the cards say. Like if a card tells you it does this is what it happens. It'd be broken. Let's give it a rating. This card gets a Minecraft out of 10. Excellent stuff. Next up, we have Mausoleum of the Spirit Emperor. It is a field spell card. Both players contribute, summon, /set monsters by paying 1,000 life points times the number of monsters needed for that tribute summon, max 2,000. Okay, so just like Mausoleum of the Emperor. If a spirit monster summoned this way returns to its owner's hand due to its effect, that player gains life points equal to the amount they paid to summon it by this card's first effect. Ooh. Also, special summon a lost spirit token to its monster zone. If a lost spirit token is destroyed by battle, the owner takes 0 battle damage. Okay. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points. Normal summon 1 level 4 or lower spirit monster from your hand. Or add 1 level 4 or lower spirit monster from your graveyard to your hand. Wait. Once per turn, you can pay 100 life points. Normal summon a level 4 or lower spirit monster from your hand. I think this is meant to be an addition to your normal summoner set. The Photoshop skills, yes. Excellent. I told you, it's real hard. It's not hard, it's a pain in the ass. It's really time consuming to remove the background stuff. Okay, so basically it's Mausoleum of the Emperor. However, if you use the effect with spirit monsters, you gain the life points when they return to your hand. I like that. You also get a token. I like that. Also, you get to pay life points to summon other cards from your hand. That one that's fine. It's spirit monsters. Spirit monsters suck. Excellent stuff. Time for a rating. This one gets a 6.5 out of 10. Next one. Bontefruit Mandrabbit. So I think someone sent in a whole archetype of custom art. I didn't want to review 2 archetypes, so I only took 4 cards from it. And I don't know if any of the cards have any synergy, but the artwork looks nice. Soft Once is notable, yeah. You can replay it. Yep. Yeah, this is like, it's spirit monsters. It's fine. It's a little bit, that could be a little bit problematic, but not with spirit monsters. Yeah, it took me a good hour to get rid of the backgrounds of my DD art. Dude, I know. I totally understand. I do the same thing for my videos, for the thumbnails, and it's so annoying. I hate it. I downloaded this program, which allows you to do it a lot faster, but only if the background is like a consistent color. You know, like how you can remove a bright green background with the chroma key, but you can't do it with other colors very easily. I have a program that lets me do it with other colors, which is super helpful because a lot of images online are pasted with like a bright white background. So I can remove those real easily, but like this shit right here, you know, like all these flowery stuff, which is pretty common in Yu-Gi-Oh backgrounds, it doesn't work on that. So I still have to manually just like take it all out. And it takes forever. That's why I have to give bonus points for that. You did a good job. Okay, next up. Bountiful Mandrap. Plant, level 1. You can banish this card from your hand or field. The turn player conducts an additional end phase this turn. Whoa. I'm the creator of these. Maybe save them for another time. They don't make sense incompletely. Maybe. Maybe I'll just add them to it midstream. Let's see if I like how these 4 turn out. The player conducts an additional end phase this turn. If this banishes card returns to the graveyard or spell summon, target 1 face-up card in the field, banish it. Wait, if this banished card is returned to the graveyard or special summoned, target one face-up card in the field, banish it, then draw one card. If the target was Bounty Fruit card, you can only use this effect once per turn, and only once that turn. Whoa, that's a lot to wrap my head around. So if I'm reading this correctly, if it's banished, you get an additional end phase. And also, it can return itself to the graveyard. No. If it's returned to the graveyard or special summoned, you get to also banish a card in the field, and if the target was a Bounty Fruit, you get to draw a card. So if you banish one of your own cards, which I assume would activate their effects, you get to draw a card. Like we don't want it. It's only 8? I thought there was more than that. Let me check. If it's only 8, I'll just add the other 4 in. Let's see. Shit, there's a lot of replies. Here it is. Oh, it is only 8. Yeah, I'll add the other 4 in. No worries. Okay. Bounty Fruit, Lemon Monaga. Manga? Lemo manga? Lemon? Lemamaga? 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 Lemonamaga? Also, it's a hard once per turn. You only get one or the other effect. You can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn. That makes sense. Like Dragon Rulers. This is disgustingly cute. Yeah, the artwork's great. Let's see. Level 2, plant. Quick effect. You can banish this card from your hand or graveyard. Return one banished card to its owner's graveyard. Then negate its effects this turn, unless it is a Bounty Fruit card. Ooh, if this banished card is returned to the graveyard or special summoned, the turn player conducts an additional end phase this turn. You can only use one Bounty Fruit Lemonaga once per turn, and only once that turn. Is he eating himself? He is eating himself. Think Nimble Momanga, but lemon? I don't know how to say Momanga. Okay, so you can banish this card from your hand or field to return a banished card to its owner's graveyard. Then negate its effects this turn, unless it's a Bounty Fruit. You can only use one Bounty Fruit effect per turn, and only once that turn. If this card's banished, return to the graveyard, special summoned. The turn player conducts an additional end phase. What do you do with those additional end phases? That's what I gotta see. You just said it? Momanga? 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 Bounty Fruit, Grape Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, I don't get the additional end phase either. That's why there has to be something with these cards. Plant effect. You can banish this card from your hand or field during each end phase of this turn. Special summon one plant monster with 1,000 or less attack that is banished or in your graveyard. Wait. You can banish this card from your hand or field during each end phase of this turn. Special summon one plant monster with 1,000 or less attack that is banished or in your graveyard. Except this card. Oh, there we go. If this banished card is returned to the graveyard or special summoned one Bounty Fruit monster from your deck. Oh. Ooh. You can only use one of these effects per turn, only once that turn. Oh, there we go. Yep, you got it. Okay, so you can banish this card from your hand, and during the end phase, you get to special summon your other Bounty Fruits that are banished or in your graveyard. So you basically get 2 of them if you get to do your end phase twice. However, these cards specify an additional end phase, not only 2. Conducts an additional end phase, so you can get more than 2. So this one can allow you to summon up to 3 cards. Ooh. And its other effect, if banished, no, if returned to the graveyard or in the If this banished card is returned to the graveyard or special summoned, special summon a monster from your deck. That's really good too. Why would you use multiple if you can only use it once? What do you mean? Here's a question. End phase effects are activate multiple times their own effect. Well, this one you can only allow you to use it during if this banished card during each end phase of this turn, kind of like each battle phase. How would once per turn effects work? This one is once per phase, not once per turn. If it's once per turn, then it's still just once per turn, regardless if there's extra phases. If it's once per phase, that's different. This is specifying, you know, the phases. But summon on end phase, it's too slow. It is too slow, but it's balanced. It's kind of like the White Stone of Ancients. You know, special summons a blue-eyes monster from your deck, but since it's during the end phase, no one really cares. Like, if you're gonna do a whole bunch of crazy shit, do it during the end phase, and it's probably fine. I understand how this affects. I got it now. Yeah. Next up, Bountifruit Melopin. Level 4, plant. You can banish this card from your hand or field during each end phase of this turn. You can add one Bountifruit card from your deck to your hand, except Bountifruit Melopin. Ooh, that's a lot of pluses. If this card, I understand the multiple end phases now. Special summon a bunch of cards from the deck, add a bunch of cards back to your hand. It's kind of like a weaker version of Spellbook of Judgment. These cards are adorable, yeah. Yeah, once per phase. Yeah, there's not a lot of cards that are once per phase. Most of them are like battle related. Like you can only attack once per battle phase. But if you have multiple battle phases, then you get multiple attacks. Yeah, you're one hell of an art. Yeah, these are great. Also very unique too. Unless you do something crazy, these are probably just gonna get a straight up high score. If this banished card is returned to the graveyard or special summon, activate one Bountifruit spell or trap directly from your deck. You can only use one Bountifruit Melopin once per turn and only once that turn. Spell or trap from your deck. Okay. Seems good. Very balanced stuff. Let me grab the other ones real quick. CCR folder. Bountifruits. There's 4 more Bounty Fruit cards. Bounty Fruits. Bounty Fruits. Okay, I got them all. They use a small Rika package. I could see how Rikas would work. Okay. Let me see if they're set. I might need to scroll through the other cards. There's only 2 other cards. Let me see. Maybe if I close them and then open them back up. No, I might need to reset for that to take place. Okay. No biggie. Add files, blah, 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 lodi, lodi, lodi. It's this folder right here. Oh, add directory. Oh, okay, here we go. And let me just make these smaller real quick. And hide these. And move these ones a little bit higher, at least above the shadow. And then we hide these, and then we move these over here. Okay, and then we scroll over through all of these. Oh my god, I forgot it does that. And here we go. I don't know what I just moved. Oh no, what did I move? Oh no, it's probably not a big deal. Okay. Here we go. Bountiful. Got it. See, I can do it. It just takes a little while. All right. So, may I ask if you're still late on custom cards? Yes. Yes, there's a lot that I just haven't done. Okay, so, Bountiful Lichuhuahua. Lichuhuahua? What? I don't know what this is based on. I'm not super into fruits. The only fruit I eat is the banana, and I don't even like those very much. All right. So, length 2 plant. 2 plant monsters with 1,000 or less attack. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this card effect. During each end phase of this turn, draw 1 card, then banish 1 card from your hand. Oh, shit. If your opponent adds a card to their hand except during the draw phase, quick effect, you can make your opponent reveal their hand, then banish the monster from their hand or field with the highest attack, their choice if tied. You'll use each effect, Bountiful Lichuhuahua, once per turn. So, you get to basically set up your hand during the end phase, since you do have to banish a card every time you draw. That's good. Kind of like Yamato. You know, there's a restriction, so you're not just drawing a whole bunch of cards, but also it allows you to set up your hand with whatever you want. And it has a Dark Law effect, where if your opponent draws a card, adds a card, you get to mess with their hand or field. Yeah, Dark Law. Most adorable, but yeah. It is, however, missing the good effect of Dark Law, which is to banish all your opponent's cards. It's still a good effect. But, you know, let's be honest here. The good effect of Dark Law is the banish one. But also the search one is, you know, an additional good effect. Okay. Bountiful Pine Pupple. 2 plant monsters, 1,000 or less attack. Reverse arrows, I think. Yeah. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. The turn player conducts an additional end phase this turn. Also, during each end phase this turn, gain 800 life points. That's a cute effect. Quick effect. You return 1 of your banished plant monsters to the graveyard, banish up to 3 cards from the graveyards. You can only use each effect, a Bountiful Pineapple, once per turn. So you can use both of the effects of the Link monsters. Okay. That's good. Banishing a whole bunch of cards from your opponent's graveyard is really nice. Or targeting your cards. Plant stuff into a row mage. With Shiranui. Does it work with Shiranui? Probably. Bountiful Harvest. You know, there's been that distinction where plants have historically worked very well with other archetypes and decks. And so this kind of follows it. It doesn't really mesh. It's not super xenophobic. Bountiful Harvest. That is an adorable thing. It looks like they're cannibalizing themselves, and that's just super cute. Once per turn, if you control a face-up Bountifruit card, you can special summon 1 of your banished Bountifruit monsters with a different name than the face-up monsters you control. Special summon 1 banished name. Okay, so that's how you get them out. Once, while face-up on the field, if 3 more end phases have been conducted this turn, you can special summon 1 plant monster from your deck or extra deck, huh? What's the strongest plant from the extra deck? Let me check. Monsters. Type. Plant. We'll look at fusions first. Fusion. Predaplant Trifioverutum. Yeah, that's probably the strongest. Or Dragon Stapelia. Yeah, they don't have restrictions either. Trifioverutum would probably be the best. Let's see, if we look at Link monsters, there's some decent Link monsters. Not as good as Trifioverutum or Dragostapelia. Let's see, Synchro monsters. Oh. That's probably a decent one. What about Xyz monsters? Oh, that's decent too. There's a lot of good plant monsters to cheat out. DuelLogs thinks cannibalism is cute. I mean, look at this though. This is pretty darn cute. Rose Dragon? Yeah, there's a lot of good plant monsters to cheat out. Like, just the Predaplant fusion monsters alone. But there's a couple of other good ones, too. Like, there's this new Sacred Tree Beast card, which can be cheated out. Target one of the same type in your graveyard. Attach it to this card. It allows it to attach materials to itself. What the hell? It can be cheated. It was basically created to be cheated out. So, Black Rose Dragon. You don't even need Black Rose Dragon. Okay, oh, there's still one more. Bountiful Family. Negate any opponent's monster effects that activate in the same column as a plant monster you control with a lower attack than that monster. Each player conducts their first end phase twice each turn. During the main phase, you can banish one Bountifruit monster from your deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. That's pretty good. It's basically like those one cards that are column base. The Mech Knights, yeah. It's like Mech Knights. You get a bonus end phase each turn, and it allows you to set up your banish zone. Now the combo's way easier. Yeah. Okay, so the Bountifruits. They are excellent. I could see these seeing competitive play too. Because you gain a lot of advantage from the end phase. You would have to play this as a really controlled deck, but I think they're kind of intended to be that way based on their field spell card. I really like it. Oh yeah, it's super good. Let's see here. It has appropriate power levels. The power levels are good, and it's not overpowered either because it all happens during the end phase. It's creative as hell. It would definitely be viable. It gives me Eldritch vibes. The artwork is obviously a +1. I think that you gain additional end phases is very cool, and it already exists in the game. So there are feasible. I enjoy the art too, and the names are cute. This is a 10 and 10 in my book. Yeah, I think it gets, you know, a 10 out of 10 +1. This, the Bountifruits, obtain the highest possible score of 11 out of 10. I can't really see anything wrong with them. And plus, the artwork is super cute. I don't know, I think he drew it himself. I can't remember. There's only been like 1 or 2 other 11 out of 10s. Ruling Apocalypse of Cards. 17 out of 10? No. Impossible. But can it beat Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku? Unfortunately, it doesn't pass the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku test. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku would destroy Bountifruits. Only notch below with a gun. No, there have been very few with a gun cards. Historic first, there have been like 1 or 2 others. It's very rare for a card for an archetype to get a 10 out of 10. And then have artwork this good. A 12 out of 10? Would multiple end phases let Whitestone of Ancients fire multiple times? I don't think so. Let me check. Stone of Ancients. Once per turn during the end phase? No, it's once per turn. A lot of cards are once per turn that happen during the end phase. Like, this one was specifically designed to take advantage of multiple end phases, where most cards can't really. Wait, actually, once per turn? No, once per turn, it's still the turn. It has to be literally once per phase, like attacking. These could be made legit, like, Konami could just take these cards and just make them. Because the artwork, this is very... These look like real cards. That's how good they are. And I think they even all have proper problem-solving card text, too. I'm bad at proper problem-solving card text. There are probably some cards with just end phase, assuming you can get multiple. I'm sure there are other cards, like, you know, that could take advantage of it as well. But they're worded in a way where a lot of once per turn card effects during the end phase just don't happen. Kaiju cards next week? Maybe. Oops, ignore that. Oops, ignore that. There we go. Okay, there's 2 more. The Discord bot with Nightbot isn't working. I know, I forgot to fix it before the stream. Next up, we have April Chocolate Bunny. Ooh. Ooh, April Chocolate Bunny. Ooh. Ooh, it has 9,000 attack. It's made by a good old friend, Chaz Johnson. He's probably in chat. Maybe not. He was here earlier, I think. It has, what level is this card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, it's level 12. Kalut? What about Kalut? Dude, let me tell you something. I made a video about some of the best, like, hand traps or honest like cards. And I put Kalut on that list. And you know how many people in the comments told me Kalut's not good? There were so many people arguing my inclusion of Kalut. I was like, you guys are stupid. Kalut was busted back in the day. And now nobody doubts that. I've been vindicated. I don't know why people thought Kalut was bad. Like, they're just dumb. Kalut is obviously not bad. He's not good compared to modern stuff, but like he was a historic card. Next up. So, it's a beast synchro monster with 9,000 attack. All right, so generally cards don't go above 5,000 attack. I had to imminent a ban list on the progression series. I know Kalut's good. That's why I put it on my list of best honest like card effects. I'm just saying, no one. I had so many people argue with me that Kalut should be on the list. It's like, you people are crazy. You guys just weren't around when Kalut was, you know, running rampant. 2 fire and water tuner monsters, plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. All right. Reasonable. When this card is synchro summoned, you can pick 5 cards from your deck or graveyard to be set on your side of the field. Oh shit, I'm running over time. I gotta go fast. When this card's synchro summoned, you pick up 5 cards from your deck or graveyard to be set on your side of the field, and your opponent chooses 1 card from your field for once per turns. What? What? You get to pick out any 5 cards from your deck, and then your opponent gets to choose 1 card once per turn? If your opponent picks one of those cards, you can activate one of these effects for the card type for each per turns. You gain 4,000 life points if they picked a spell. Your opponent skips the next turn until 4 turns are up if they pick a trap. Monster, you can select 5 cards from your graveyard, a banish zone, or deck to your hand instead of your normal draw. What? If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send all cards from your hand to the deck. Then you win 1,000 duels after this duel. You can use this effect for once per duel. Okay, this card is a joke. I gotcha. Chaz, he likes to send in joke cards sometimes. This is obviously a joke card. You win the duel. You win 10,000 duels afterwards. It's just a meme, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a meme. So, basically, when it's synchro summoned, you just get to search any 5 cards from your deck or graveyard, you know, in case the deck's not too strong. Then your opponent picks one of them, and then can apply a broken effect based on which one they pick randomly. Okay, excellent card. We have to give this one a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku out of 10. I spelled Goku wrong, didn't I? All right, but you need 2 fire and water tuners. I mean, if you pull off the effect, you win. April equals chocolate bunny, YCS champion, year 10,000. You had to read the whole card to get that's a joke? I mean, I kind of figured that out after the pick 85 cards from your deck thing. But also, you should see the cards he sends in. Like, a lot of them are kind of in this vein. I wasn't super obvious. Not until the very end. Did I miss a little stream? Yeah, there's only 1 card left. Next up, we have Blue Eyes Soul Dragon. It's a, I would assume it's a Link 8. Not Link 8. XC's 8, whatever. Rank 8, I think that's what it's called. Requires 3 level 8 monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle with card effects while it has Xyz material. While it has Xyz material, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, negate the activation. And if you do, destroy it. What? Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Then target 1 level 8 or lower normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and inflict damage to your equal to its attack. What? While this card has Xyz materials, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, negate the activation and then destroy it. Okay, so when he sent this in on Twitter, he did say he made it kind of broken. That is kind of broken. just negate everything. Do you want to stop it? Well, you better have, how would you even stop this card? XYZ, there's that one card. XYZ Discord or whatever. 2 memes, kind of broken. I mean, if negating all of your opponent's card effects is kind of broken, then yeah, it's kind of broken. Mystic Mine on steroids? Yeah. You know, if Blue Eyes got this card, that would make them competitive again. You know, if the requirements were literally like 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon normal monsters, 3 cards who specifically are named Blue Eyes White Dragon, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to... 3 normal monster, non-Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, White Dragon cards. Rating? Okay, this one is not as good as Super Saiyan God Super... No, it's about in the same... No, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku is still better. This one would get a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta out of 10. Alright, that's it. Let me put this back down to like 10 out of 10. That way I remember it for next time. Okay. It's generic. Yeah, I know. Super Poly or Kaiju. So. Ignore that. Ignore that. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Here's the thing. For the custom card reviews, I'm going to revamp it next week. Like, next week is going to be a normal custom card review like I always do. However, after that, I'm going to do a new thing where at the end of the stream, I'm going to have a theme for the next one. And then I'll only review cards within that theme. I don't have any themes chosen yet, but that's going to be a change. It will make the stream more interesting. It's a change made for entertainment value. How much cards are too much? Because I have a custom archetype, 23. Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm making the change, is because, like, the thing with custom cards, I kind of removed the limit on the amount of cards I'll review, but I need to keep the streams under an hour. Otherwise, I'll destroy my throat. And if I keep reviewing cards, archetypes that are like 20 cards long, then that will just be the whole stream. The whole stream will just be reviewing one archetype. So we're gonna have to cut that off. Because also, the streams where I'm just reviewing a single archetype don't do very well. Like, they get like half as many concurrent viewers as normal. So, you know, reviewing full custom archetypes, while it is fun for the one person who sends in the archetype, a lot of people don't like to see that, apparently. the views have been going down. So I think it'll probably be more fun if I just review smaller amounts of cards. I mean, yeah. We could vote on a theme from the set list. Oh, that's a probably good idea. I can do like a community poll. That's a good idea. Because I don't really have a theme set right now. I was going to do something like, because I also have another idea. So, another thing. I'm with Brono Loops. What did Brono Loops say? Let me read through these things again. Who's Brono Loops? Did I miss something? You think a card that would pull all, including face-down banished cards, back to the deck would break the game? Or make the new pot cards too strong? Apologies if these cards are in the comments. You can already do that with Necroface. It's not a big deal. You can recycle cards that are banished face down. It's just like, there's no reason to do that. It would kill the consistency of your deck to play Necroface just to return the cards. Wondered why you at least 5 2.5 hour streams? Oh, because like I have to watch my throat. I record lots of videos for, you know, regular YouTube videos. I have to keep the streams to the minimum, otherwise I'll destroy my throat. I've done it a couple times. I remember there was once I just took like a week-long break because I just blew out my throat. Like what I did was I streamed on my normal stream day. And then afterwards I recorded 3 scripts. And then by the next day I couldn't talk. My throat was just gone. And I have lots of videos I need to make. Like after this is done, I'm going to record another video. 2 more videos actually. How many diseases do you have? I need to go to the doctor to find out what's wrong with my calves. So probably 1 more. The problem was you took 2 consecutive streams in the same archetype. It was too long and tiresome. 3 actually. But no, not even that. There's other ones too. You know, in my experience, based on data that I have written down, it seems the majority of people don't like to see me review long archetypes. So I'm just gonna stop that in the coming future. I have all the data over here. Would you like me to review the data? You got the super COVID. Is my DDA considered too long? I think too long would be like over 10 cards. Even 8 is kind of long. But like that's pretty normal for an archetype support. That's why I need to have like themes, you know, specific one-off cards. YouTube stream stats. The power of being. Oh wow, they have been tanking. Well, it's all good. Or even small custom archetypes with a bunch of text. That could probably work. Important question, why is your voice so effing relaxing? It's because I have a monotone voice by default, and I just put a little bit of energy into it. That's all it is. What's your Twitter? TheDuelLogs. It should be in the stream description. Also, another thing I need to ask you guys. So, I have this new series idea. I have a new series idea. It's not a stream, it's a video. It's going to be called, I don't know, I put out a Twitter thing asking for names for it. So basically, on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia, they used to do this thing where once a month they would just feature 1 card. And I like that, and I want to do that as a video series. But maybe once a week instead of once a month. And I need segments for it. Like, for example, the first one will be, you know, card of the week obelisk, or it'll probably be called like something else. But I'll go over like the card's competitive history, I'll have, you know, trivia on it. Probably a sketch in the same vein as Rescue Rabbit is missing. Show any cool combos if they have any. A segment on how to make the card more competitive. You know, custom card it. But that's about it. I don't really have any other ideas for it. Any specific minds you haven't? Yeah, Obelisk the Tormentor. That'd probably be the first one. Talk about the card's lore? I guess, if it has lore. I don't really want to talk about the lore, though. So I probably won't do that. But maybe. The thing is, when I make videos, I only like to talk about things that I like. The Maxi episode was really good, so a card of the week would be awesome. Yeah, that was my thinking. Like, if I could make one video about Maxi, 30 minutes long, I can make an 8-minute video about one random card. Sad things, you only use Twitter to receive cards. I don't really like Twitter that much. I don't have a Discord. No, I don't have anything besides Twitter yet. I have plans to set up something else. Because I understand not liking Twitter, because Twitter can be a cesspool. But my only other thing was probably just a subreddit. Because I don't want to set up a Discord. Like, I have a Discord, but I don't want it spammed with custom cards. Card of the week, Ojama Lime. Yeah. Montage in universe lore? Maybe. Competitive history? Yeah, like how Obelisk was used in Dragon Ruler decks. But it's not used currently. If it was released in its current format when it appeared in the anime, will you do speculation stuff like that? Oh, that's a good idea. That could be in the trivia section. Like its anime effect. Let me write that down. Trivia could be its anime effect if it had one. Because Obelisk definitely has a different anime effect. I like that. It's a good thing I asked you guys. TheDuelLogs presents the Card Logs. It'll probably be called the Card Logs. The thing is, like, for the first episode, the name of the video is going to be a description of what it is. Like, you know, YouTubers will make new series, and they'll come up with fun, creative names for those series. But, like, those are really terrible from a marketing standpoint. Because, like, who the hell is going to know what the clever name is? It's fine after, like, the series is established and everything, but, you know, you want people to know what you're doing if you're doing something that's not general knowledge. So the first name will probably be, like, you know, card of the week, discussing it, blah, blah, blah. Is this a dying channel, TheDuelLogs? I don't think so. I think the channel's still growing. It's slowed down a lot, that's for sure. That's because I've uploaded less. It's more like, if you want your channel not to die, you have to keep coming up with new things. In the entertainment industry, if you stagnate or slow down or try to keep steady, then you'll get left behind. You have to constantly try to innovate. Don't talk about card lore, instead talk about whole archetype lore. I'm not super keen on talking about card lore. Black Eyes, MST, then go over Synchros, XCs. Blue Eyes would probably be a good idea. MST would be a good video. Maybe start with cards that had competitive usage before and after, like Solemn Judgment. The thing is, I don't want to talk about any currently competitive cards. Like, I'm tired to death about talking about Ash Blossom, for example. Or Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. I don't want to make videos about them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to talk about any actual competitive cards. I'm so tired of them. You know, so no Forbidden Droplets, Red Reboots, Ash Blossom, Nibiru, none of that shit. It's going to be old cards only. Or current cards that just don't see competitive play. Write an essay in the lore of World Legacy. I want to make a series on World Legacy lore. But I'm currently stuck with other projects. Oh, don't look at that. All right, I changed it out. Where did I put my World Legacy video at? I have like some demo work of it. Yu-Gi-Oh videos. All files, World Legacy promo. Here we go. I need to hire someone for this to finish it. There's no sound on for it, is there? Yeah, there is. Let me turn that down. World Legacy. Oh, it doesn't loop? I didn't know that. I thought it would loop. You have to be jack of all trades in YouTube? Yeah. Basically, if you want your channel to live, you have to keep coming up with new shit. Thankfully, like, top 10s are timeless. I could just do those forever and I'll be fine. But I need other shit. Otherwise, if you do nothing but top 10s, the brand of your channel will decrease. Breaking down insert card name? Yeah, something like that. Where do I find the artists? Artist sent you? Where do I find this? That artist sent you? Just look at my likes on Twitter. You'll be able to find them there. Including the anime versions of cards definitely attracts the other half of the Yu-Gi-Oh fan base. Yeah. That's why it's Obelisk first, because he's a popular card. Anything with the god cards is really popular. Plus, I like Obelisk. So, it works out. It's a win-win. How it changes dynamics of tokens with links. Ubel could be an interesting card. Well, I'm not looking for card ideas. I'm looking for segments inside the series to talk about. Lore. I probably won't do lore unless it's appropriate. Like, unless I'm talking about a World Legacy card, for example. Drill Barnacle wasn't competitive? No. Card drawing trivia. How many cards have multiple official artworks? I guess that would be something you can mention in the trivia section. If you're not talking about competitive cards, you can talk about what changes could be made to make them relevant. Yeah, I was thinking about having that as a section. For sure. I have that written down already. World cringe? Yeah. Do you duels with friends online? Like a commentary thing? You and your friends duel and try to be funny? Has there ever been a successful series that's done that? Because I'm all for starting a new series that no one has done, if I think I can do it well. I don't think that's something that's my area of expertise. Not that I'd be against it, it's just like... I like to do things that are in my area of expertise. So, Raw second. See you next time. Yeah, see ya. Legacy analysis. Nah, I don't want to do anything associated to Rada's titled series. Otherwise, I'll be accused of copying. Even though this is a very unique thing, I don't think anyone else has successfully pulled it off. Also, I might just cancel it if it has too many episodes with low views. Card Legacy, how Gores has changed the way we attack. Oh, that's a good one. Other cards that can be used well in conjunction with the chosen card is another option for a segment. Right. That is a good idea. Let me write that down. I guess I'd be under the cool combo section. Other cards that work well with it. His friends were cringe. I don't want to hear them. Wait, I don't have friends? Who are you talking about? I don't have any friends. You could be talking about anyone. If it's a bad / useless card, you could attempt to make a retrain of it for the last segment. Yeah, that's a good idea. I basically have that written down already. Random question. Do you want a new Akiza art piece? The one you use for your fake voice? Heck yeah, I'm always up for Akiza art. Especially for the fake voice. Here, let me go over to my voice. Let's see. Hello
everyone, it's me, Akiza. No wait, let me use a neutral tone. Hello everyone, it's me, Akiza. Blah 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 blah. This is my woman voice. Does it sound very womany, or does it sound kind of still masculine with just a higher pitch? Who knows?
I like my Trouble Ones of Storms is a great card for slime decks or other duels. Dude, Chaz, you missed. I reviewed one of your cards. I can't believe you missed it. I can't believe you missed. I reviewed one of your cards. Can you make a video on how the cards are actually made? No. Too hard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed D&D? Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, for my D&D games, I include a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! References. Like a whole bunch of them. One of my players plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And he notices all the references I put in the game. Like one time they fought a boss who was literally like a Gizmek. One of the Warlock's patrons was True King of all calamities. No, I'm sorry about it. You missed it, Chaz. I reviewed a card just for you and you missed it. I can't believe you didn't watch the whole stream. I don't believe it has been successful. I just thought it'd be fun for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, you know, an idea on the table. But I don't know if I'll do it, though. If I'm going to do anything duel related, I'll probably just leave those to streams from now on. Sounds like a sassy Karen. What about this one?
Hello. It is me, the Duel Man. The 5th best custom card reviewer. In this episode of the TheDuelLogs, we will be going over PE Launch Bay. It just sounds horrible? Yes, I know. Sounds like a real deal. What if you did a Villain's Corner, but for Yu-Gi-Oh? No, Villain's Corner wasn't successful in the World of Warcraft channel.
So I probably won't do it for the Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Roll your last pathetic dice. Why not a video about what could be the next stage and evolution for each theme? Maybe. I do like those evolution things. New idea, do a video with the Akiza voice. I would love to watch it.
You would love to watch this voice in a whole video? Are you mad? Are you crazy?
I didn't know Gizmecs were an archetype beyond Orichi. Yeah, there's some Gizmecs that are see a lot more play than the others. They didn't really turn into a full archetype until recently. One day we'll crowdsource you an Akiza YouTuber rig. One day. I don't know about that. All YouTube channels, keep up your good work. Why, thank you. Hello, we've been trying to reach your car about your extended warranty. Oh, okay, I get you. You should use that filter for all future videos? Yes, yes. I was visiting my family in some time. I missed this live stream. I might miss live stream every Wednesday. No. Well, oh well. Hey, by any chance, could you upload the VODs of the stream? Yeah, they all are on the playlist. If you look in the stream chat. Actually, I'll probably just post it on Twitter too. Most soothing voice in Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you for your content. Why, thank you, Sora Kage. New favorite segment where you bring in guest speakers. I would only have to be other YouTubers. Because I can't trust just random people. Otherwise they might just, you know, yell obscenities that will get me banned. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm way over time. I have so much to do today. I'll see you lovely people later. Goodbye.